right, we'll get started with mystery stamping. And what mystery stamping is a stamp along. And I give out clues so that you can stamp along with me. And the clues are basically just the measurements to the card. And so you can find that over on my Facebook page. Or if you are on my email list, I do try to email those out. I didn't get those out till this morning, but they are on my Facebook page. They are over on my business group, the mystery stampers. So there's a couple different places and different ways that you can find the clues for today's card. So whenever we come together, you get new ideas, new creative ideas, and then you also get a new card design that you can use for so many different cards and so many different types of DSP, because the way it works is with the clues that you get, you use whatever supplies you have, I use what I have, and so they're all kind of similar, but no two of them are alike. And so let's get started with the stamping. And I haven't already told you, I am Lisa Fulford, your creative coach, and I am changing the camera around, but give me a moment here. There we go. I'll turn on some lights, see if that helps. It's a shadow, so, or I guess it's not shadow, it's you can see through my paper. All right, so once you join me, tell me hello and where you're viewing from. I like to know where everybody's from, and I appreciate everybody who joins me, whether you're catching the live or you're rewatching it on YouTube or on Facebook. I appreciate each and every one of you. And for those of you that have been helping me over on YouTube, I'm up to, I think, 549 subscribers, and I'm on my way to that 1,000 mark. So if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to like, share, and just get it out there so that other people can see the creativity. So we're going to do this card, and here are the clues. And we have card bases, we have basic white, coordinating cardstock, and DSP. And so to go through the list real quick, this is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. You could have it be this style, or you could have the 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. And I leave that up to you. I'm using a thick basic white, and then I have a white piece here that is 1 inch by 2 3/4. I have one that is 3 13/16 by 5 1/8, and it's embossed. And then I do have down a piece that I'm not using, and I'll explain why. It's 3.5 by 4 3/4, and this one is for if you're using a dark colored cardstock, or even if you're using a light colored, you can add it in with the white piece for the inside. But mine's a white card base, so I don't really need that one. It just adds more weight to my card. And then we have coordinating cardstock. I'm using all the same color. You could use 3 different colors, you could use 1 color, you could use 2 different colors. And we have a 4 by 5 1/4, 1 3/4 by 3 3/8, a 1 3/4 by 2 3/4, and then a 1 1/4 by 3. And then the DSP, I have on here that they would be all of them in portrait. That way, if it's a directional type design, then mine really aren't. Mine could go either way. 1 1/2 by 3 1/8, and 1 1/2 by 2 1/2. You can have images and different things to embellish with. I do have some twine that I'm going to use, and some of the Sparkle Dot Essentials. So we'll put this off to the side. My stomach keeps grumbling. Hope you don't have to hear that. There we go. So I'm taking the card base and I'm just burnishing that score line. We're going to take this embossed piece and we're going to add it to our 5.5 by 4.25. Nope, 4 by 5.25. Oh my. Let's see. I'm going to check that. Yes, 4 by 5.25. Sorry. I was questioning myself there. Now your embossed piece, I don't know that I put it on there, but most embossing folders can kind of go any which way. You really wanted it to be landscape, but I did mine portrait to show it doesn't really matter. And then that way, when I put it on my card, there we go. And I do have another card with different DSP and a different embossing folder to show that you can make it any which way that you want. Get that centered on there. Okay, so we are going to mat these DSP pieces with the coordinating cardstock. Just by layering things up, you can get multiple card designs. I like this one because it's more of a rugged card, and the other one is more of a floral, softer tone. Some people always say, I'm looking for masculine cards, but just because it's a card that, you know, people would feel comfortable sending to a man does not mean that it's just a masculine card. A lot of the cards that people call masculine, I would send to anybody. And there's some of the floral cards I would send to a gentleman. All right, so I'm going to bring in my ink pad, and this is Secret C, so I'm using Secret C ink. I use this Secret C ink for a lot of things because I like it for sentiments, and so that's what I'm getting ready to do is a sentiment. Okay. Try and get it under the light so that I can see better. That looks pretty good. Piece of paper on my ink pad. All right, so we're going to add this to our other piece of coordinating cardstock. My ink or my glue is almost out. There. Then we're going to use some dimensionals as well, because this is going to be on the embossed paper and the uneven paper. So both of these are glued down, so that makes it a little bit thicker here and then thinner there. I'm going to use dimensionals on the whole thing, but I'm going to use more just so I know that it is attached well. Place that right here. Then we're going to grab that twine, and we'll grab about 12, 13 inches of twine. I'm just giving myself enough length that I can fold it in half and do a double bow. Look forward to hearing what you think of this card. All right. It's harder to do too because I can hardly tell which loop is what, so I need to do it a different way. I usually can tie on camera, no problem. But I think because it's a double one, it's harder. There we go, finally. Okay, now I just hold the knot and pull on the ends. Cut this. There we go. Grab my glue dots. Never fails when you're trying to do a quick bow, it takes longer. Pick your pick tool. I love this tool. It's one of my favorite things, and I don't think you can do without it in your craft room. I have no idea where that glue dot went, so it will probably end up on a project somewhere. Okay, so I'm just going to ball that up just a little bit, put it in that corner. These are some of the older ones. There we go. I have left over. I have newer ones, but and there we go. And we'll trim these down just a little bit more. All right. We're going to add this to the card front. I'm going to use the darker ones down here. Add a little bling to the card. And that is our card for the mystery stamping today. So you could use any kind of DSP. And any type of embossing folder, any sentiment that would fit in that. You could also make this wider, so that was a little bit, larger, about as wide as that. You can make it larger to fit another type of sentiment. I put my birthday wishes off to the edge there so I could put that bow. And then here is the card that I did to show that you could change it up a bit. So instead of a bow, I put a flower there, and I used a different embossing folder, different paper. So, I mean, those are the two different ones. I think they both turned out really pretty. I like, this seems a little bit simpler. The embossing folder isn't as dynamic as that one. It's a little bit more subtle. And then I like these colors and these designs in the paper. I like these as well, but this looks bolder to me than this. I like the subtleness of this card. So that is our mystery stamping. And let's see. In under 18 minutes, so that's not bad. Now I do have a class that I'm going to show. And if you're interested in this, I am going to email out the option to sign up for this, and then I am also going to try to put it on my Facebook page. I'll show it on YouTube as well. But if you're interested, you have until the 29th of January. Today's the 22nd, January 22nd. You have until next Thursday, January 29th, to either place a $40 order in my online store, and it has to be before shipping, tax, any of your reward points or coupons. It has to be $40, and then you will get this kit, this class sent out to you. If you decide that you just want to purchase the class, then that would be $30. So here are my cards. And then a bonus bag. This is one that slides open. And they don't have to be Valentine. If you, you can make them anything. This is like a little gift bag. And then you could, if you have different sentiments. Now, I do know that this stamp set, this would have a card base inside. I just forgot to do that. So these are the cards that I am offering as a online class, or actually a class to go, where it would be sent directly to your mailbox. Place a $40 order with me, and I will send these out. Hi, Miss Marianne. I will send these out to you with everything cut, die cut. You need to use your own stamps. I'll provide the DSP and things like that. If you want to purchase just the class, that is fine. I do the cutting, and then you'll get enough sheets of DSP to cut for your own cards. So yeah, just keep an eye out on my Facebook page, and I will put the link there, and then I will also put the link below on Facebook. But you have till January the 29th to either place an order or order the class. So until next time, happy stamping.